Hey guys, Chris from Provo Beast Audio Installation, and in today's video we're replacing the rear door speakers on this 2017 Nissan Rogue. Now in this install we're going to show you how to remove the factory speaker, head over to the bench, show you the new speaker including the speaker bracket adapter and harness, and we'll come back here and get everything reinstalled. Let's get started. Jump into things here. This specific video for the rear speakers applies to both. If you have Bose or non-Bose, it doesn't matter in this application here today. For the rear speakers, it does matter for the front doors, and we have that video which we'll link down in the description. As for the rear doors here today, let's go ahead and remove the door panel so we can get to our full range coaxial here in the lower doors. Now the first thing that we need to do is get this piece on off. Start with a little pick tool to get us started. Okay, it can actually just hang there. There's a little rope that holds it in place. Now again, no screws. We don't actually have to unbolt the handle here because it'll stay in the door. Now using this same kind of angled pick tool, there's a screw down in the pocket. We got to remove the little door. This is a T20 Torx. Next, using your panel tool, we do have to pop this guy off. Now it clips. There's a tab in the front, so we got to start from the back. So we're going to get in here and kind of work this on out. Just like so. Disconnect your harness here. And what that's going to do is expose a 10mm or Phillips that you have to remove down below. So with all those screws now removed, the rest of the panel is just held on with clips. I kind of like to start from the bottom corner here and just give it a tug. Now we're going to also use our panel tool to help relieve those clips. I should just lift on off, just like so. Alright, finally we're left with our factory speaker. Now we can disconnect the harness that holds that speaker in. Just like that. Pushing the tab, comes on free. And then it's held on again either with Phillips screws or 10mm bolts. Okay, with those on out, go ahead and give it a tug. There we are. There is our factory speaker. So let's head over to the bench to show you the parts that we're going to need to replace this speaker. Alright, so we're here at the bench. Now the parts that we've chosen to go with for our install here today, first and foremost, is the speaker that we've chosen to install. This is the JBL Stadium GTO 620 coaxial speaker. This is a very nice speaker, and it actually works really well with Bose amplified systems. Most instances, Bose speakers are going to be 2 or 1 ohms at the amplifier. This is a 2.5 ohm speaker, which is a great pair with the factory Bose amp. It's going to be a nice replacement to our factory speaker there. Now to accommodate this in the factory location, we do need a couple adapters. Bracket, it does come with pairs. We've already used one. This is the Metra 82-7400. It's going to allow us to bolt this up into the factory location. And our speaker harness adapters, the Metra 72-7401. Now there is a special note in the other video where we did the front doors that these harness adapters don't fit the front doors, and that is a true statement. These don't fit. You need the black version of these harnesses that fit the front doors. Here in the back doors, these versions, the white versions, the 7401, will work just fine. They do plug and play. So the first thing that we need to do is grab our speaker. We're going to get it mounted up in this bracket adapter here, and get our harnesses all mounted up to the speaker as well. Alright, so there's our speaker, nice and mounted up here. Now, there is no hole in the bracket to allow our harness to come through without getting pinched behind the bracket itself. So we're going to drill a little hole so we can hook up our terminals. The factory wire harness plug is on the outside of the door skin, not on the interior side of the door skin. So we're going to put a small hole here at the top so we can feed our harness through the bracket. Now this speaker specifically doesn't have your traditional spade terminals, as these screw terminals kind of like an amplifier. So we can't use the spade ends that are commonly found on your harness adapters. They just don't plug in, right? Now you can simply just cut and strip and stick the wires in if you're using this style of speaker. What we're going to do is actually we're going to extend this a little bit with some OFC copper wire here, and we like to use wire ferrules to protect our connections so the screw just doesn't destroy the actual copper ends. So alright, so we got our terminals all done, ready to go. Let's go ahead and get these into the speaker. Alright, so our speaker is all done. Got everything mounted up, got our terminals in. At this point of time, we're done with this guy. Let's go ahead and head to the car and get it installed. All right, so we're here back at the car. Let's go ahead, grab our new speaker, and start getting it installed in the factory location. Go ahead and connect our harness here. Plugs right on in. Now, it's always a good idea to do a test before you fully reinstall the door panel. Alright, so everything's working great. Let's go ahead and reassemble the door panel. Slide this in first, and then it clips in the back. That's about it for this install. Everything's working great, sounds awesome, and it's a great replacement over the factory Bose or standard speakers. Now, if you want to see how we did the front doors, we will link that video down in the description, which walks you through step by step on how to replace the front door speakers on this generation Rogue. Thanks again for watching. Be sure to hit the like button if you like what you saw, and don't forget to subscribe. We post great content on the channel all the time, and we'll see you in the next video.